guys. Well, we have an interview from Variety that I'm going to go through the important bits because I actually read this twice and ran into editing issues. Let's call it that. Variety. What was the corporate or strategic point of view that led Toei Animation to make a live-action Knights of the Zodiac? Until quite recently, our audience were those people who enjoy anime. Those fans are unique and different from the audiences who enjoy American comics or superheroes. Although the ceiling has been expanding gradually, we wanted to break free of those limitations and take more of a business-like approach. By the way, I had to say that, the people that like anime also like, DC Comics and superhero movies. How do you actually do that? We've been successful in selling manga outside of Japan, especially early years of the millennium, and with the boost of provided by DVD business, but our chairman and president wanted to expand more into the mainstream. It is a big leap for a conservative Japanese animation company to try and get into Hollywood and reach a global standard. Hardlock Space Pirates, a CGI film back in 2013, was our experiment. I struggled for the past 10 years making change happen. It has been hard to convince our management, executive, and domestic partners, but in the end, the next 5 to 10 years, the animation genre will become bigger. I'd like to have it in our team. I'd like to have it in our teams ready. How and why did you choose this particular property to become an international live action film? Okay. This property was written by Masamu Kurumada, who did not have an exclusive deal with one publisher. Instead, he controls the rights and had a setup company. Obviously, he wanted to have certain creative input and protect his IP as it transitioned into CGI, animation, and live action features. But being able to have that direct conversation is much easier. Also, he's a really great person. One time, I screwed up causing a global backlash when I introduced the Netflix series adaptation. He took me out to a sumo wrestling match, dinner, and bar, sorted things out. Also, I grew up with this property and was a personal fan. With the manga Knights of the Zodiac, a big hit globally in North America, like sort of, Latin America, Europe, and China. We have established a fan base in many parts of the world. That's why Sony Pictures approached us. By the way, I only probably 2 or so years ago noticed how big the series is in Japan. Like, their manga scans are top quality, and they have sort of the same conversations that we have. Anyway, how long was the development of Knights of the Zodiac been going on? Mr. Kurumada had the idea almost since he started the manga in 1990s. Actually, that is sort of true. If you look at old interviews, one of which I might try to dig up again, you will see him mention, I would like Saint Seiya to have like a cool live action Hollywood production. What were those steps? Netflix came on board wanting to do a series as a TV animation, so we kept on making the scripts, more than 20 drafts. And at the same time, comic themes were becoming cinema, mainstream. Thanks to Marvel and DC, we were never going to have their budgets in the hundreds of millions of dollars. Instead, with our more limited resources, we could lean into the anime style. After all those negotiations and discussions, I figured that it may be better for us to do it ourselves. We could show what we wanted to show, and at the same time, take the risk ourselves. Once you had decided to do it as an in-house production with Toei Animation controlling it. What happened next? We wanted to finish the script. Some of the drafts got Sony interested, though they had not committed to the final stage. That was the beginning of the toughest period for a conservative Japanese company. We made a special purpose vehicle. We decided to shoot in Hungary, a foreign country, all using systems that we never used before. From a production through accounting department and legal departments, all had a face of new challenges. We thought we would have a Chinese partner, as well as Sony, but it didn't work. Didn't work out the way we originally wanted, and eventually put in all equity for this project. All of us controlled the production, as well as the rights. Even then, there were some executives asking why we were branching out. It was a legitimate question, but I believe that an animation company cannot just do animation anymore. It has to grow and become an overall entertainment company. What are the release plans? There's currently a bottleneck in the VFX industry, but we are aiming for a 2023. More details will be announced at Comic-Con. What are Sony's plans for the movie? A worldwide theatrical release or a hybrid home entertainment debut, including some online territories? We can't give specific answers, but they're hinting at a global theatrical, especially outside of the US. The question really is, what are they going to do in English-speaking territories? So far, they are saying very positive things. Toei Animation controls the rights in Japan and China. Sony is there for the rest of the world. In their territories, distinction and marketing will be their expense. Well, Sony, I guess it's all up to you to sell it to America. Otherwise, the cycle repeats itself. How this in, envisioned as a film franchise. The original runs to 28 volumes of the comic. The original anime series, 140 episodes, plus 30 or 40 sequels. That belong that belong to the original comic, so that's nearly 200 episodes. You can make many films with that, and after the success of Marvel Studios, are looking for properties that can make sequels. Harry Potter or Hunger Games, we are looking at a 6 movie as a package. What will be the factors in greenlighting the sequels? We made this film as a basis to make sequels. Excuse me, and we're already started the conversation. So while they're doing marketing for the first film, that's when we probably start. But the decision is not only linked to this live action film, it relates also to the CGI animation and the series. Es- Essentially, we are running this live action for the new audiences and the 2D animation for the old. For the new for the new fans who enjoy the live action film, they can come to watch the series as well. I'm already running 3 pipelines at once. I was very fortunate to meet people like Tomac, our director. Not only is he talented, he's something of a philosopher. The crew respects him enormously, and I think you will find we introduce a lot of talented crews cast through this movie, writers and cinematographers. Okay, that's it. Well, it looks like again a lot is sort of writing on this film. So far I really like this dude. Looks like he does have a vision. It looks like he definitely doing his best to do it his own way, taking a risk with his sort of their own money here. And yeah, reading this, I hope more now that the movie is good and succeeds. So I'm a bit worried that Sony might drop the ball in marketing, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, they're definitely, of course, looking at Marvel and DC as how to do business, which pretty much everyone is to various degrees of success. And right now, this movie is wants deep in his heart to be basically Sonic. So I guess in the end, we just gotta hope for the best. And all right, that's it. I'll the link to the whole thing in the comments. I mean, in descriptions. Please remember to like and sub. Later.